Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a game-breaking bug happening right now on Factory. I would assume this is going to get patched fairly quickly, and to ensure it does, hopefully everybody that watches this video, besides the Timmies that are going to go and abuse this, you guys can go to your launcher, and up in the top right corner, you can actually report a bug. This is one that we definitely want to submit one of those bug reports. If enough of them come in, maybe they go up higher on the priority list. This is a 100% game-breaking bug, and I actually saw it while watching Pastilli's hardcore series, and I wanted to just make a video solely about it because it is very important that you understand how this bug affects the gameplay of Factory. Leave a like, make sure you're subscribing, let's head into an offline raid, and let me show you what's going on. Alright guys, we just loaded into Factory, and the first place we're going to go to is Gate 0. Now, I was watching Pastilli's hardcore series, episode 3 specifically, and he spawned here in Gate 0, a pretty common spawn, and accidentally discovered this bug. And like I said, and like the title should say, this is absolutely game-breaking. So we're going to close this door. This door is 100% closed. Obviously, you know, if we look at it, it says open. This door is closed. If you go up to it and look to the right of it, and you have to be literally up against the door like this and look to the right, you can see through the entire fucking door. And you can see a lot. You can see through this entire door at this specific angle, and you can see other players through the wall. You can 100% see other players through the wall. Now, when you're this close to this door, you might actually be showing through the wall, so, you know, it's a possibility you could get wall banged here, and we are going to talk about just shooting at this door to prevent players from doing this to you if you are playing on Factory. So this one's a little more broken because even if you're backed up a little bit, like right here, not 100% body on the door, you can still see through it. And this is entirely game-breaking, 100% without a doubt, considering that, you know, if somebody's going to the office right here, you can pop the door and you're on it. You're locked on it. If you have an AR, you're going to get that kill. So, if somebody's doing this, obviously the door will be closed. If you are just running through, this is the angle that's primarily affected by that door. You know, if you are going to be right here and just want to do a simple, just one of those and kind of reposition, and hopefully you just can get to the office or get where you're going, because, you know, if they're going to hold that angle, there's nothing you can do. You don't know if they're there. If the door is closed, then there's a good chance there could be somebody doing it, because this door spawns open. Always remember that. This door spawns open. If the door is closed, pre-fire it a couple times and get to where you need to go. Next, it's going to be Gate 1, I believe. It's Gate 1 or 2. It's Gate 1. Also a spawn point in here. Also door spawns open, and it's the same fucking thing. It's the same exact thing. You see less of the map here, so it's not as game-breaking, but a lot of scavs come through here pretty frequently. Same thing. If you guys are, you know, walking by, I would probably wall bang it if it's closed. And whether that's, you know, just like at a head level or just something to shoot them in the foot, see if you get an audio cue, see if you get a hit. You know, it is what it is. If you have to shoot your gun to survive in this situation where somebody could be exploiting, I would say it's worth it. If you have a suppressor, just spray down the fucking door. Who cares? Now, when it comes to other gates and other doors on the map, it's not as bad as that. Those are the two spots you have to worry about. I went to every single door except for the doors in the offices. We could try that in this video here today. But once again, a door that spawns open, but this time, it's not really as bad. You're not seeing much of the map. You're just seeing the medical tent. So this one, in my opinion, isn't really worth talking about. Obviously, door spawns open. If the door is closed and you're for some reason taking this extract, maybe pre-fire. But at the same time, I don't think it's really that bad. As for Gate 0 and also the medical tent here, the extraction points, it doesn't seem to be bugged, but the door does still have an issue. So when you're in the quote-unquote position, you can see it doesn't happen. But when you actually open the door and step forward a little bit, it does disappear. So there's something wrong with the doors on this map. It's as simple as that. The doors are fucked up. But as for the other gate, which is usually Chaos Central back here, and Gate 3, obviously. I'll show you Gate 3 just to calm your nerves, because obviously a lot of you might not have those factory keys yet. So it happens with every one of these doors, but luckily it doesn't happen while you're standing here. You have to actually step out a bit and it should happen here. I'm pretty sure this one was a little bit tougher to get it to happen to. I tested every single door. This door, you know, it's barely even happening. The breach door here also happens, but it's only when you're stepped out of it. You saw it flicker there for just a moment, but if you're up against it, it's not going to disappear on you. So don't worry about somebody camping in there. You know, as for, like, doors like this, you have nothing to worry about. It's not happening. You can see it, like, disappeared there a little bit once we step through, but it doesn't happen while you're in the door. Same story here. Not happening. But if you step out a little bit... I know I got this one. Yeah, there you go. So it does disappear, but it's not in a game-breaking way. So you don't have to worry about this one. As for the Gate 3, I believe it was only when you stepped into it and not actually the game-breaking part. And I think this front door, it didn't even happen to. But this is the one I was the most concerned about, and luckily, not broken. As you can see, not disappearing. Thank goodness. You can see it's disappeared here. But, you know, I guess if somebody's camping behind the door and you're here, this might be somewhat of an advantage, but I wouldn't call it one. Same thing here. Thank God it doesn't happen here, man. I mean, it would just be extraction camping paradise if it did. But once again, does not happen until you are in the door frame. So, I don't know what's going on with factory doors. Let's head up to the office and just test it, just in case. I think it has something to do with the metal doors. I guess we do have another metal door down here, right here. Let's see if it happens with this one. Didn't test this one. This one looks fine. Oh, and right here. I'd say they're fine. Damn, there's actually way more doors than I thought. This one could be broken. If it's fucked up. But it seems to be on the ones that open from the left. Yeah, I think that one's fine too. Luckily, not all the doors are broken, so you gotta look at the bright side. Thought I saw it happening, but... Alright, whatever. Let's try this one. Looks good. And let's try the breach room. So, like, you can see it's happened. Well, this might be broken if somebody's planting in the corner. But, for the most part, everything looks alright. Or is this the room you have to plant in? I'm not sure. Try this one too. Alright guys, I think we're good when it comes to everything in the office. So, like I said, Gate 1 and Gate 0, they are completely fucked. Completely broken. I mean, even from here, you could get tapped. I mean, they just pop the door and you're done. So, be careful when playing on Factory. If the doors are closed, just give it a pre-fire and hope that you get a lucky headshot or something. But, like I said, go to your launcher and report bug. It should be like right where it says online, right under your username. It's a little drop-down arrow. Click that, report a bug, and type this one in for Factory invisible doors. So, do me a favor, leave a like. Let's get this video some exposure. Let's get those bug reports in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sponsor and equipment in the description below. It's going to be it. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. I'm out.